So, oh, I'm gonna let you go first, nivinci, because
No, no,
you know
no,
what I
no, no.
mean.
I want you to
We
go
had this
first.
discussion off cam,
Yeah, yeah,
and I
that's
just
why
want
I
you to
want you to
explain
go
to the people
first.
first before
No,
I
that's why I
state what
want you
I'm
to go
stating,
first.
so I don't sound
You
crazy.
no, you state what you're stating first. That's why I want you to go first.
Okay, all right, sir. Check this out. Izzy had control of the fight from the first round to the fifth round. Clear cut. Showed the most aggression, had the timing. He had Whittaker on his back feet almost the whole fight. Yes, Whittaker got a couple takedowns, but those takedowns didn't hold Izzy down for long. He didn't listen to the game plan that me and you heard Daniel Cormier saying, do not take him down against the cage. He'll get up quick. You've got to take him down in the middle of the ring. I remember a takedown attempt that he had where he almost had Izzy down, and it was like Izzy knew in his head, crawl, not crawl, but walk to the cage so he can't take me down the way he wants to. That's one. Two, I don't know about you, but when he threw that straight down the pipe, pause, no homo, homeboy took a seat. Izzy said, yeah, bap. Now, Whittaker, I don't know if like his controller was jammed, but I've never seen somebody throw so many lefts in my freaking life without a right behind it. Okay? Now, Whittaker made the fight more interesting than it was the very first time they fought, hence not getting knocked out and trying to go balls to the wall. But it was a clear cut win for Izzy. I don't even like even the judges. It was a unanimous decision. Wasn't no split. It wasn't no close. He beat him by at least a point or two every round. Clear cut winning. So tell me how I'm wrong, sir. Go ahead.
Um, you're gonna ask a lot of people that was not a unanimous decision win. For me, that was a split decision. Listen, and I'm not listen. Izzy clearly won the fight. I think Izzy won the fight, absolutely, because this whole thing you gotta beat the champion. Listen, in my opinion, if that was not a title fight, it definitely would have been a different story. Listen, you're talking about you're gonna give away almost 4 minutes of control time to zero. I don't understand this some people's concept of mixed martial arts, but you're gonna give away that much, and I understand you. Some of the takedowns weren't takedown, they didn't kept him down for a long time. But some of them he took him down. He had back position. He had all of that. Clearly Izzy won the first round. Yeah, Izzy was aggressive, beat him down. But listen, Whitaker came back. He came back with some strikes, headshots, and he was mixing it up. Everything. I just, for me, it's just like okay.
Okay, listen. So Izzy threw 188 strikes.
Yeah, and
Whitaker,
Whitaker landed more headshots
oh,
than
you
Izzy.
go. You want to go to headshots? Go ahead. I'm talking about total strikes.
Mm-hmm.
52.1 to 49.0. It's slight. It's slight.
Yeah.
Significant
So
strength.
Izzy land is
169, 169 to 136.
yeah. So
46.8 to 43.4.
mm-hmm.
Takedowns, 4 for 10. Zero. So when you're talking about control time, if Izzy was trying to take him down, then I really wouldn't argue on that. But Izzy was not trying to take him down. Izzy stood up as much as he could, pretty much almost the whole fight, and put a beating on young blood.
Yo, this is my problem with this whole judging system, though. This is why I have a problem with this, right? This is why this this has worked in so many other ways, right? So why does it keep going back and forth,
I
right?
know
We
with the
have
Max
seen,
Holloway, Max Holloway clearly beat the heck out of that guy who was supposed to be the champion and didn't get it. I fully understand what you're saying, Da Vinci. But
and
let's
then
be honest. Go ahead.
I
Sorry.
seen what Whitaker done that won tons of fights where guys clearly beat up the other person on the foot. Well, because this guy had more control time and he had more all these takedowns. That's not nothing is done after the takedown. He just take them out, and these guys get right back up. There was no control time on the takedown, right? Why does it go back and forth?
I don't know. For me, in this situation, I give Robert Whittaker all the claps and kudos for taking him down. But it seemed like he was more uncomfortable taking him down than Izzy was being taken down.
Listen, if you can remember, I don't remember if it was the third round or not, but Izzy wasn't throwing that much strike. He
But
was not throwing that much
no, he
strike.
wasn't.
No, I'm not saying Izzy didn't lose. Izzy didn't win the fight. I think Izzy won the fight. But for me, it's just like, come on, how do you how is that a unanimous decision? That's my thing. I don't agree with. I don't agree with the unanimous decision. I think Izzy wins the fight. I just think the fight was much closer than that.
Listen, I fully understand how you feel about it. For me, I like I said yet again, I just feel like it was a clear cut win for Izzy. There was no if,
But
ands, or
but this goes
buts
back to my
about.
but this goes back to my point what I just said. I've seen what Whitaker did was more dominant in a fight. It was the more dominant decision in a fight, right? But the person that got beat up more, even though he had the more takedown time, more takedowns and more control times, he got battered more. But that person that got the control time and all that win. So their judging system is just a little bit too much for me.
No, I understand what you're saying, but to be honest, Izzy was the aggressor the whole fight,
Mm. Listen,
right?
first two
Isn't
rounds.
that part of it?
No, listen. Octagon control, aggression, pressing your fighter. It's all a part of the system. Absolutely, absolutely. But there's been times I'm sitting there and Izzy's just sitting there. You're not throwing no punches.
No, listen, he wasn't throwing no punches, but he had Whitaker backed up against the cage practically. One fighter is coming forward and the other one's backing up. And then, like I said, it's like he was stuck on the X button. I'd never seen so many jabs without a right. Like there's so many times where he could have faked the jab and got in close and hit Izzy with a right, whether it's to the body or the head, and he just wouldn't do it.
Uh, listen. I said it can. I think Izzy won the fight. I just don't know how that is a unanimous decision. That's what's blowing my mind. I just don't know how that is because in all my years of watching MMA, I mean, if you're gonna call it unanimous decisions, there's been a couple fights
Mm-hmm.
that should be redone, overturned. That's all I'm gonna say.
No, I feel you.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, that's what's bothering me here. Not because
Yeah,
Izzy won. Izzy clearly won, right?
yeah,
I agree with a lot of points you said. He was aggressive. He's throwing mad leg kicks, right? His jab was working. He was throwing body kicks,
yeah.
right? He go leg, then he would go head, right? He's doing
Even
all.
that too. Like he had him damaged. Like a couple of those kicks had the whole boy turning around
Yeah,
almost.
I bet you he's limping right now, Whitaker. He ain't walking for a couple of days. Absolutely
Right?
agree with you on that. But my issues I'm taking is with the whole unanimous. I don't think Whitaker deserved that. I think that was ridiculous in my opinion. But yes, Izzy won the fight.
Okay. Well, is there anything else you want to add before we get up out of here, fam? Is there anything
No,
else? No.
no, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay. All right. All right. So it's your boy King ECG, the host with the most American with the planet Yawa and Manila.
Yo, it's your boy Nivinci, star of the Eagle. Feed the subscribe button and the likes. Feed them.
Hey, smash that joint, okay? Make it a unanimous decision when you decide to subscribe. All right. Till
Yeah.
next time, people. Pieces and blessings.